Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Will Puckett. A busy day in the world of news. We start with a big step in the fight against the drug epidemic. Tens of thousands of dollars coming to Eastern Kentucky to build a new clinic to help mothers struggling with addiction. I was on hand for the announcement in Manchester this morning. If a mother who is addicted and is nursing or pregnant wants help, they have to travel more than an hour away to get it.
They don't have access.
That is Kentucky Senate President Robert Stivers of Manchester. He, along with others, were on hand for the donation of thousands of dollars to a program that would change the byline of substance abuse dependency in Eastern Kentucky.
I am so proud to announce WellCare's commitment to support the Volunteers of America Mid-State's new Freedom House in Manchester with a donation of $100,000.
It is a game changer, bringing accessible help to tackle an issue impacting more than one generation.
You're affecting two generations, right? You're helping that baby be born without without preventing an NAS baby, but also getting mom on the right track too.
Megan Coldiron has been down this path before. She was in Mother, battling addiction. But with help from VOA, she is now a poster woman for what this can do for a mom.
These children don't have to wonder what it's like to grow up without their mother. And that's such a beautiful thing for me.
An impact that can change the future of an entire region. Now they hope the Freedom House in Manchester is open by this summer. An arrest tonight in connection with the Perry County shooting. The sheriff, Joe Ingles, says they arrested James Reed III today. Police believe he shot Brian Smith several times Friday night. Police found him along with some train tracks in the Christopher community. He is expected to survive. They charged him with first-degree assault.
Well, we start today with plenty of sunshine and saw those warmer temperatures return once again. But now, well, we're seeing those clouds increasing just a little bit. You'll notice here as we take a look at the National Weather Service camera over into Jackson, we've seen pockets of sunshine throughout the day. But now we are seeing those mostly cloudy skies, and that's ahead of the next system that'll be moving into the mountains. But we still have well over 24 hours before that system starts to move in. You'll notice that here on satellite and radar, pockets of sunshine really throughout the day. But now that cloud cover is becoming a little bit thicker over Eastern Kentucky, and you'll see where those temperatures have really remained those mid to upper 70s really across our area, showing a 75 in Lexington, Richmond, Moorhead, even into Jackson as well. 77 in Prestonsburg, 78 in Hazard, and 76 down into Harlan. Now as we go ahead and take a look at those temperatures as we head to the overnight hours, I do think we hang on to most of that cloud cover. Now that cloud cover will keep us very nice and warm as we head into those overnight hours. Could see those mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy skies really throughout the evening. Temperatures into those mid 60s by the time we get to right around midnight. I think most of us stay into the upper 50s, lower 60s. Cloud cover keeping us very warm, and we start your Thursday out with those partly cloudy skies, and we'll see those turn into mostly cloudy skies as we head into your Thursday and into your Friday. Cold front moves in on your Good Friday, bringing soggy conditions both Friday and Saturday. I do have some good news though as we head into Easter Sunday. We'll break down that full forecast coming up for you guys in just a little bit. Will.
All righty, Paige. Thank you. Pike County natives, they are working to revitalize what was once a family-friendly staple in the community. New ownership means changes are underway at East Kentucky Marina on Fish Trap Lake. The new owners say they're planning some big changes, including a water park and a more accessible environment. These updates are part of a $1 million investment in the first year.
We're just excited mainly to get the community involved and get them back up here and utilize the area. I mean, it's been underutilized for so many years, and to be able to open a great marina and to bring a water park and everything like that to the area, that gets me excited.
Now, Thomas said they are excited about the support they have received from community members. Now, while at the announcement of the VOA facility, we talked with Senate President Robert Stivers about Governor Bevin's plan to call a special session.
I understand the governor is having meetings with individuals today to see what they want to formulate in the way of a bill draft. But beyond that, that's all we know at this point in time. We don't have a lot to say about it because by Constitution, it is purely a gubernatorial prerogative.
Now, Senator Stivers went on to say he knows something has to be done before July 1st, when some agencies will have to pay 87% payment on their payroll, saying there is a certain sense of urgency to get it figured out. Today, we learned more than 1 million Kentuckians have used GoVoteKY.com to register to vote or update their registrations. Now, if you still need to register or make an update, time is running out before next month's election. Here's a look at GoVoteKY.com. You can also check your voting location and look at sample ballots. Kentucky's May 21st primary election is for governor, attorney general, secretary of state, and other statewide offices. The deadline to register is Monday. Well, several Kentucky doctors caught up in a massive opioid sting operation. More than 60 people linked to the investigation. The Appalachian Regional Prescription Opioid Strike Force announced charges filed in 7 states. You can see them all marked on red on this map. WYMT's Justin Case is following the investigation. He begins our team coverage from Pikeville.
Will, 60 people charged in this opioid investigation spanning multiple states, actually 11 states total. 5 of the people are medical professionals from right here in eastern Kentucky. Now several of them are being held right behind me in the Pike County Jail. And what investigators are saying is that this drug bust is one of the largest they've been a part of. With the doors locked, some walked up to Mohammed Mazumder's office today in shock.
I'm not sure. I came to try to, well, to my appointment, and, it shocked me.
Dr. Mohammed Mazumder is accused of allegedly pre-signing prescriptions for his staff to give to patients. Investigators say this crackdown involves 31 doctors, 7 pharmacists, 8 nurse practitioners, and 7 other licensed medical professionals.
We're here this morning to announce the largest prescription opioid law enforcement action ever.
The goal of this investigation is focused on prosecuting people involved in the illegal prescription and distribution of opioids.
With today's actions and takedown, the work of the Strike Force is not done. Strike Force members will continue to work in partnership, investigating and prosecuting opioid-related crime committed by medical professionals in these districts and elsewhere.
Others charged in this case include Pikeville doctor Cy Gutty, Floyd County dentist Denver Tackett, and Pikeville doctor Scotty Akers and his medical assistant Sarissa Stamper. People in the community just learning about the developments say they are thankful for investigations like this one.
I'm glad they're cracking down on everything. The ones that needs to be closed down, I'm glad they're going to close them down.
Just a short time ago, I was actually standing out here finishing up our live shot at 5:30, and Dr. Mohammed Mazumder walked out of the jail. I tried talking with him. He didn't want to go on camera. He said he had to talk with his attorney first in the case, so he didn't give an official statement. But the CDC in this, as part of what led to this investigation, 130 deaths every single day. That's how many deaths the CDC estimates are from opioid overdoses. And of course, government officials continuously have called the opioid crisis one of the most deadly crises in American history. There's a lot more to this investigation. We're going to have a lot more coming up tonight at 11. Will?
All righty, Justin, thank you for your hard work. We'll look forward to that report at 11 as well. Thank you. Now, Denver Tackett is a dentist from McDowell. He faces 1 count of healthcare fraud and 15 counts of unlawful distribution of controlled substance charges. Prosecutors say he wrote prescriptions without any legitimate medical purpose. They say he also removed people's teeth when it was not necessary. He is also accused of inappropriately billing for services. Earlier today, we were in court as Dr. Scotty Akers and his former office assistant Sarissa Stamper appeared. Prosecutors claim Dr. Akers and Stampers exchanged opioid prescriptions for cash from people on Facebook. They pleaded not guilty today. A trial date is set for June 24th. Now, in the eastern portion of Tennessee, officials there arrested 8 medical professionals, including 5 doctors, a nurse practitioner, a physician's assistant. In West Virginia, a psychiatrist is accused of unlawful distribution of controlled substances involving more than 800 prescriptions and more than 17,000 opioid pills. This announcement comes just ahead of the National RX Drug Abuse and Heroin Summit next week in Atlanta. It runs Monday through Thursday. President Trump is expected to speak at the event. We will have a reporter there covering it. Well, when it comes to Sy Gotti, we started keeping an eye on him a little more than 3 weeks ago. That is when we shot this video back on March 25th. We knew federal agents were raiding his offices, but the looming question was why? Well, now we know. At the center of all of this is his patients, some in dire need of pain medication. And today, WYMT's Marianne Fletcher sat down with one of them.
People in Pike County say the investigation is not exactly a shock to them. One of those doctors is Dr. Sy Gotti. He operates a 5-clinic family practice in and around Pikeville.
It's not the people in the area, it's the doctors doing it. And they're the ones prescribing everybody narcotics that don't need narcotics.
We were there last month when investigators raided his clinics. Prosecutors claim he billed Medicare for urine testing that never happened or was not medically necessary. Robert Taylor says officials need to be strict on opioid distribution, but he believes that may affect those who truly need it.
It makes everybody else look bad when we actually have something wrong with us and need to go to the doctors and get narcotics, such as pain pills or something.
Marvin Hensley went to Dr. Gotti, sometimes driving from his home in Harlan County.
But I think the government's went overboard with it. I think they're punishing the wrong people.
Hensley says he is shocked by Gotti being charged.
My personal opinion and experience with Dr. Gotti, it's been 100% professional.
Leaving many in eastern Kentucky worried about their important medications.
Without my pain medications, it makes life hard to live. I mean, people don't understand the torture.
Hensley says he's undergone 29 surgeries and may have to go another 2 weeks without his medication.
Yeah, that's not right.
In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, to our knowledge, right now, Gotti is the only one who is not currently in jail. From federal court documents, he is scheduled for a hearing on the 25th in Frankfort Federal Court. The drug epidemic does not only impact patients, doctors, or simply those in or out of recovery. At the end of the day, families are being pulled apart because of addiction. Today, we met students right here in eastern Kentucky who say enough is enough. They started an anti-drug campaign at their school. One of them read a letter explaining to us how it's impacted one classmate's life.
Drugs have affected my life since I've been a child until about 3 years ago. One of the most dreadful things happened to my family and I. Those were some of the worst days of my life, and I still have bad days where I miss my father and I wish he was home.
As part of the 2019 road campaign, students plan to host a candlelight vigil for anyone affected by substance abuse at the Redbird Christian School track. April is National Donate Life Month. The University of Kentucky Medical Center held an event to honor organ donors and recipients last week. During the ceremony, WKYT's Miranda Combs was able to sit down with the parents of Marco Shemwell, who died after he was hit by a car last September during a UK football game. The 4-year-old was the first to receive an honor walk at UK. Honor walks have gone viral online. They are a last chance for family, friends, and staff to say thank you to a donor patient as they are taken from the intensive care unit to the operating room. Now, UK has protocol in place, so any family that wants an honor walk for their loved one can do so.
It was such an overwhelming display of love and support for us and for the sacrifice that we were getting ready to make.
Tonight at 11, for the first time, Marco's mother and father sit down to talk about the tough choice of choosing organ donation for their son.
And it was a beautiful day today. Good news is that does continue into your Thursday with a few clouds. Soggy conditions, though, for your Good Friday. Will we be clearing by Easter Sunday? I'll have those details coming up for you guys in just a few short minutes.
Just ahead, they say the need is great, so faculty and students in one college jumped in feet first. We will tell you they're helping some students get a leg up.